Hello and welcome to the DVD Graveyard. Today I wanted to do another video kind of like I did with my Leprechaun box set video, kind of going over that. And I kind of wanted to start doing more of these because I really enjoy actually talking about the physical releases themselves and things that I really like about them. And today is a box set that I didn't think that I would ever get my hands on. And I just got it a couple weeks back. And I was just absolutely thrilled. This is a box set that does everything correctly, and it is a testament to what I want out of a box set, basically. And that box set is the Phantasm collection from Well Go USA. This, like I said, I'm pretty sure this has been out of print for a little while now. I didn't think I would ever be able to actually get a copy of this, and I just was scrolling through Amazon one day and happened to see that it was available. They had a handful from one seller, and I was like, holy shit, I've got to snag one of those. I wanted to get one when this first released, but I just either didn't have the money or I just kind of missed that window where I wasn't able to grab one. Like the Halloween box set, for example, the Scream Factory Halloween box set, that went out of print so fast that I wasn't able to get that one. So that's another one that still kind of eludes me. It slipped my grasp, but getting this one kind of gave me hope. Just like the Sleepaway Camp survival kit, that one kind of gave me hope that maybe one day I might be able to get that one. So that's another big one on my list. But I just wanted to show this one off because I really like. This is again just a perfect box set in my opinion. I do apologize for the glare. I'm trying to keep that out as much as I can, but this room is kind of small and the light is right above me. But anyway, here is the front of it. You got Angus Scrimm on the front, just looking menacing as ever, with all these spheres behind him. It does have this shiny, kind of holographic kind of look to it, which is excellent. I love that. You can kind of see it on camera. There's the side view there with the sphere at the top. And then on the back here, I really like that they actually included all of the special features that you get for each release. I do like stuff, I do like whenever box sets do that. But some more nice artwork would have been great for this too. Either way. And then, of course, you turn it around and you get all the spines of the movies. I really like, and they're all kind of have their own artwork. Now, I have changed this around. I'll show what the inside of it looks like whenever you get the box set, but I had to swap this cover art around. And I'll actually be comparing this to, because I have these sitting over to the side. I do have all my DVD copies right here, so I'm going to be kind of doing some comparing to those because I've had these DVDs for a very long time. So, I'll just kind of show those. So the first thing that you get in this box set that is just incredible, I'll show, is you get a really nice big double-sided poster. Now I'm not going to open the poster up because it is just this cover art right here, and then the reverse side is the Phantasm remastered poster art, which is really sweet. I really want to get a frame for this so I can hang this up. Because I love Phantasm. I want to represent that in my room. But how cool is that? I mean, that is just amazing. I mean, and like I said, even if it was just this cover art, that would still be incredible. I mean, come on, that's worth it alone. Another thing I want to note about this is my copy did come a little warped on the side. I guess it had been compressed down. I can probably fix that at some point, and I'm sure I will. But that was kind of my only minor complaint. But I actually did get this for a decent price. It wasn't because I've seen this go for over $200. Some places, and that is not what I gave for it. So you get a nice little book with the kind of quote from the first Phantasm film right there on the front. Now this is a really thick book. I have not read this. Let me move this out of the way so I can. I have not read this yet, but there's a lot of really good information on the series. I've just kind of skimmed through it. You get some really good pictures in there, some behind-the-scenes type stuff. I mean, this is it's about as thick as some of the actual Blu-ray cases. So I mean, it's great. I mean, I love stuff like this. I'm so glad this was included. That's a really good picture of Angus there. I was going to say when he was still with us, because I mean he's passed away now. Yeah, this is a great little addition. I love these big books like this that give you information. Like I said, I have not had the chance to actually sit down and read this yet, but I do plan to. Really glad that was included. So we'll go ahead and get to the individual Blu-rays, which is another thing I like. That's something that I always love when they do in a box set. They give you your own, each film its own case. So I mean, that's another big A plus for me. So this is the first Phantasm. Love this cover art. I mean, that's one of my favorite poster arts of all time. Love that. Just looks fantastic. I love clear Blu-ray cases and clear DVD cases. That's just me personally. That's just a personal choice of mine. That's something I really like. And I'm so glad we got this original poster art. And we got all this. And of course, there's the spine. And here is the back, you know, with the little plot synopsis, loaded with special features. Now, I don't know if this has the same special features. Let me see. It looks like it's got some different stuff than what this DVD has here, which I'll show that in just a second. But yeah, so excellent job on the first copy of this. And then of course when you open it up, I'm not going to open all of them because they all look exactly the same, but the discs all have that you know, the sphere, which is again basically an exact replica of what the inside of the Anchor Bay DVD over here looks like. And then each of them come with this really kind of plain Jane sort of cover art. They're all numbered, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth, but they all look the same. I don't mind that too much because it's got a nice uniform look to it, but I like when things are uniform yet different, like such as this. They all look really nice and they all match and they all go together, but they kind of stand on their own. So you know, love that. That looks amazing. Again, comparing it to this Anchor Bay DVD that I've had forever, it's that same cover art, but this one is kind of embossed and really nice and shiny. But this is a good release too. If you just need to pick up the DVD release, I got this pretty cheap. You know, well, long time ago whenever I got this, but you can still get it for a reasonable price. So moving on to Phantasm 2. Now, this is my favorite film in the franchise. I love Phantasm 2 to death. There's just something about this movie ever since the first time I've seen it. I've just absolutely loved it. Now, I've not always been crazy about this cover art, like this particular poster. It's grown on me significantly. I don't know if it's just because I have this box set now, and that's what it comes with, but it's growing on me because, I mean, just look at that. That's great. I love the little grave robber back there in the background with the house back there. Just looks fantastic. Love this. And this one is actually kind of stands out amongst the rest of them because they were all, you know, this whole set was released by Well Go USA, but this one, if you look, if the camera will focus, this is the Scream Factory release of Phantasm 2. So you can buy an individual Scream Factory a Scream Factory Phantasm 2 copy, which I did consider doing at one point, but I just never got around to picking that one up. But now I don't have to. So if you're wondering, this has supposedly all the same special features that the Scream Factory copy of Phantasm 2 has. So love that. You know, I love that poster art. You know, like I said, it wasn't always my favorite, but it has significantly grown on me. Here is the Phantasm 2 DVD, again, that I've had forever. I like this poster as well quite a bit. But this is without a doubt my favorite film in the franchise. There's just something about this one that really does it for me. But yeah, I mean, just look at that. It's great. So moving on to Phantasm 3, Lord of the Dead. This is a good movie too. I actually really enjoy this one for what it is. It's a fun time. It's a little goofy at some points, but it's good. I mean, I do enjoy it. Good little entry in the series. Of course, there's the spine there. And then the back side there with your plot synopsis got some more really good special features on there. These all, I think, have a making of documentary on the back of them. But yeah. Phantasm 3, Lord of the Dead. I really like this cover art that they chose for this. Looks fantastic. I love Angus on the front of it. He's just very kind of menacing looking on there. And then, of course, this is one that I've always liked too. This is the Anchor Bay Collection DVD. That's a cool cover art as well for this. Had these DVDs forever. This is probably my favorite cover art out of this whole thing. Phantasm 4 Oblivion, or just Phantasm Oblivion, whatever you want to call it. I really like this artwork. This looks so cool. I love this. It's amazing, and I actually like this movie a lot too. I know some people aren't crazy about this one, but I think it's great. I have a fun time with it. It's of course not the best in the franchise. It's definitely not the worst from what I remember, but it is definitely a solid entry in the series, and I like that. I like that most of the movie. I'll talk more about it when I do a review, because I do plan on reviewing these sometime this year. I just don't know when. But I like that most of the movie is kind of reused footage that they didn't, or unused footage from the first movie. This poster is really cool too. This is again the Anchor Bay Collection DVD. Anchor Bay released all these DVDs except for Phantasm 2. They did not have the rights to that one for some reason. So that one looks good. I wonder who did this one. This one's Universal. Okay, so Universal had the rights to Phantasm 2. And last, but definitely least, in my opinion, is Phantasm 5, Ravager. Now, I've only watched this movie one time. I've only seen it once whenever I first got the DVD copy of it. Do not remember liking it at all. I remember just completely disliking this movie. I have not watched it again. I have actually heard good things about this. I know that some people have said that this movie is actually not too bad. I don't know if I agree with that, because again, I have not watched it since I got it on DVD. This one's a little wrinkly looking. I wonder why that is. Oh well, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, did not care for that this particular film when I first saw it. But you know, it is what it is. I'll have to rewatch it. I definitely plan on doing that before I do a review. Maybe my opinion will change. Then of course there is the DVD copy. I bought this for $4.99, you know, a few years ago. But yeah, I like the cover art. The artwork is super cool, and I like that they actually got, you know, the cast. You know, of course, Reggie and Angus Scrimm are both back in this film, so I like that, you know, about the movie. But other than that, I don't really remember caring for it too much. So yeah, that is the box set. Again, I'll show them one more time. Phantasm 5 there. There's Oblivion. I mean, just look at the cover art. I mean, this is what I look for in a DVD box, or in a box set. Period. Whether it's DVD or Blu-ray. Yeah, fantastic. I mean, look at that cover art. That's fantastic. It's wonderful. Like I said, I used to not really care for this poster too much, but it just now, I mean, I love it. It just, I don't know. I don't know if this set has converted me or what. And then, of course, you get that classic first Phantasm poster right there. That looks great. And all these movies look, except for 5, I've not watched 5 yet, but I've watched all the other Blu-rays in this set, and they all look fantastic. The transfers look great. I'm usually not a big stickler on the actual video quality, unless it just looks like absolute shit. You know, some of these older movies, I've said this before in some of my reviews, some of these older movies, you know, they can only really get so clear. So, you know, for example, you know, this copy of Phantasm, this Anchor Bay collection, this looks good. I mean, for what it is. I've never had any problem with how this DVD looks, but I must say they do look fantastic in this box set. So, you know, I highly recommend this if you can get your hands on this and you are a Phantasm fan. This is without a doubt one of my favorite box sets that I own. You know, I've got a few, but this is great. I mean, this is a prized possession of mine. I love this. I'm so happy to have one now. Like I said, I was scared for a long time I would not be able to get my hands on one of these. And when I actually finally got it in and was able to hold it, and I knew that I had it now in my collection, I was over the moon. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this kind of overview of the Phantasm collection from Wellgo USA. Great little set. You know, like I said again, if you can pick this up, highly recommend. Great little set of films. You know, excellent. What are you doing? Go pick these up right now if you can find one. So anyway, as always, have a great night and goodbye.